This year, roughly 71% of students in elementary school in Canada have experienced some type of bullying. This video is for anyone that's going through bullying right now, or any parents that want to help their kid escape this problem or prevent it from ever happening. And I know about this firsthand. I made a part 1 to this where I talk about my bullying experience. Where it started when I was 8, went into high school, and it was just a lot of verbal and physical abuse, and I was absolutely devastated by it for a long time and was in a very deep depression. So I know a lot about the effects that it has, how to overcome it, also how I would have saved myself, and how I will prevent my future kids from ever having to go through something like that. I know a lot of people have a lot worse stories than I did, but I still had a pretty rough time, and I want to help people not have to go through that, because I really hate bullies. The core concept here is having confidence. This is going to help you whether you're a child or you're an adult, because bullying can happen as an adult too. It's going to help you with your career, making friends, finding a life partner. This is so key, and it's almost like an invisible force field protecting people from being bullied. Like if you watch Naruto, it's like Gaara's sand barrier. Like no, people can't touch you. If you're confident, you stay strong. Well, there's 3 ways that I'm going to go over on how to bring it up. The first one is finding your passion. The second one is exercising and taking care of your physical health. This is going to help with your mental health. And the third one is having a strong support system. So before we begin, I want to take a moment to say, if you're having any thoughts of hurting yourself or hurting other people, please use the links in my description. I have a link to BetterHelp to get mental therapy. I have a therapist. I'm not ashamed to say it. It helps me a lot. I think everybody should have a therapist. Everyone has their own issues. Everyone has their own types of trauma. Okay, and we need to break it down, because if you don't solve these problems, they're just going to carry through to the next generation. Okay, everyone's just a bundle of trauma, if we're being honest. And I read this book called The Myth of Normal by Gabor Mate, and it really breaks that down for you. I know a lot of guys that take a pride in bottling up their emotions and not seeing a therapist, and I was like that. I recommend watching this live therapy session. If you're a fan of metal like me, you know who this is. This is Corey Taylor from Slipknot, which is one of the biggest metal bands in the world. So he's making music that a lot of people listen to as a form of therapy instead of actually seeing a therapist. And I think metal has its time and place, but we're not going to get into that here. This is a jaw-dropping video. He is raw. He goes over his childhood trauma, and it's honestly inspiring to see, and I'm sure it will encourage a lot of people to actually open up and get therapy. I have a massive amount of respect for Corey for doing this. So with that being said, let's move on to the first question that I want to go over here, and it's, why do bullies bully? Bullies bully because they have a low sense of self-worth, and they need to find someone that has even lower self-worth so that they can beat them down to bring themselves up. And it's so toxic, it makes me feel sick. So why are you getting bullied? Why is your kid getting bullied? Why did I get bullied? We're getting bullied because we have a low sense of self-worth, and people can sense that. Okay, I really like the idea of metaphorically saying we're giving an energy. People sense it. It's like a sixth sense that we're giving off. When you walk into a room, people can feel it. You can either own the room and dominate and have people respect you instantly just by the way you're carrying yourself, or you can have the opposite effect where you walk into a room and you shrink and people instantly lose respect and know that they can take advantage of you and get away with it. The first thing that we need to do is to find our passion. This can be easier said than done. My parents tried to sign me up for all kinds of team sports like soccer and basketball. They even tried to sign me up for martial arts. But I was so introverted and so deep in a depression that I didn't want to do any of these things. What I would have done was I would have signed myself up for something in the arts. I would have signed myself up for drawing or painting or an instrument. And eventually I asked my parents to sign me up for the piano. And then that ended up leading into me teaching myself how to play guitar. It's so important that we find this passion, because not only is it an outlet and a way to escape our problems and release that oxytocin, but it's also going to let us build respect for ourselves, and we're going to learn the value of hard work, and you're going to see all the efforts you're putting in and how you're developing your skills and becoming valuable. And it's going to make so much of a difference in how you carry yourself, because you're going to start to love who you are and love what you do. And the second thing is we want to exercise and take care of our body. So this means what we're eating too. Diet is more important than the exercise. And maybe you're overweight, maybe you're underweight, maybe you feel like you need to gain more muscle. Even just cleaning up your food intake is going to actually improve your mental health, because your gut health actually affects your mental health. Besides that point, just being happy with the way you look is so powerful, and everyone can see if you're owning your own body. This isn't a fitness channel or a health channel, but I can give you some advice because I've gone through this and I've gotten into decent shape from being not in shape at all. For diet, we want to learn about macros. We want to also use the MyFitnessPal app to track our calories. You could even do it for a week just to get a sense of how much calories are in each meal that you're having. You're going to put in your age, your weight, and your target weight, and it's going to tell you what your maintenance calorie intake needs to be. Or if you're trying to lose weight, it'll give you a caloric deficit so that you're eating less calories than you need to maintain, so that you'll actually start to lose it. With that being said, next we need to talk about exercise. And this isn't a fitness channel, so check out Jeff Nippert. He's my favorite fitness YouTuber out there. He goes really into the science of everything and explains in detail, and he's jacked, so you know he knows what he's talking about. Any type of muscle you're trying to build up, any type of weight loss you're trying to do, and maybe you want to try creatine, how much protein do you need to have every day? By the way, it's a pound per gram, so you weigh 160 pounds, you have 160 grams a day. Are steroids okay? They're not. What are PEDs? Any type of working out topic, go to Jeff. He knows what's up. The third way to improve self-confidence is by having a strong support system. You're dealing with so much negativity being thrown at you every day. You need some place, you need someone to help balance that out by giving you positivity and support and love. And it's very important for children to have unconditional love from their parents, and I have that, thankfully. If you're a parent, know that you should always be supporting your kid. Don't make them feel like the love is conditional. Let them know that you love them no matter what, and that they can come to you for any problem and you won't judge them for it. And you need to make sure they feel safe at home. This will help them for the rest of their life. If you want to learn more about that, read The Myth of Normal by Gabor Mate. That's my second time referencing that book. It's really good. Self-worth is like a tower. If you have a strong foundation, strong self-worth, when people come and try to rock this tower, you're going to be able to stay stable and support yourself and be strong. If you don't have that strong foundation and someone comes and tries to shake it, then you're going to crumble. If you follow the 3 keys to having high confidence, finding your passion, exercising and taking care of your body, and having a strong support system, it's going to help you dig yourself out, or dig out your loved one, or even prevent your loved one from having to go through this type of situation. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps with the YouTube algorithm, and it means a lot to me. I got a new camera. Hopefully you guys can tell the video quality's gone up. We're trying to make the videos better every day. So thank you for watching. Bye.